Fala pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Aqui é o Peter da Hora do Play. Pessoal, trazendo hoje aqui no canal Alan Wake 2. O jogo saiu hoje, é o novo jogo da Remedy. Pessoal, um jogo que tem chamado muita atenção nos últimos meses aí, com seus trailers bem realistas, né? Uma pegada de terror bem maior do que o primeiro jogo. E a história tá bem sinistra. Aqui a gente tem desfechos, né? Onde a gente pode controlar dois personagens, né? Então vamos ter perspectivas distintas dos acontecimentos. Então o jogo parece ser bem interessante nesse sentido. Vamos aqui conferir um novo jogo. Já está aqui o continuar, porque eu entrei no jogo para configurar a parte visual do gráfico, ver se não estava travando, bugando alguma coisa, né? Porque o jogo é bem pesado. Ainda não teve nenhum update até o momento, né? De Day One, essas coisas assim, para deixar o jogo mais fluido. Então o jogo tá pesado. Vamos rodar aqui, vamos ver qual é que é do game. Eu tô muito ansioso para jogar esse jogo. Tô aqui na versão Deluxe, no PC, jogando no controle, tá? Então, bora lá. Tô rodando numa RTX 3060, 1.9 de 11ª geração e 32 GB de RAM. Vamos ver aí como roda o jogo aí pra gente. Desde já peço pra vocês, deixa o like, se inscreve aí no canal, sejam todos muito bem-vindos. Fortalece aí, demorei pra trazer conteúdo pra esses dias, né? Tem alguns jogos que estão na listinha aqui pra trazer. Lords of the Fallen era pra mim ter trazido já, mas acabei me empolgando com o jogo e decidi fazer o Alan Wake primeiro. O Lords of the Fallen eu tô quase zerando já. Muito bom, por sinal. Acabei perdendo o time de gravar ele e me empolguei na história, né? Então, mas eu vou começar um novo início pra trazer pra vocês. Comecinho meio macabro aqui, né? Jogando em 1440p também. 4K não dá não.
This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Começo meio estranho, né? Saindo um cara peladão aqui do meio do lago, né? Jailson, suco de laranja aqui, saiu do meio do lago. Dá pra correr. Bora lá. Mas o visual tá bem bonito, hein? Isso que não tá nem no... tudo no máximo, né? Qualidade absurda de detalhes. Caramba. Oh, porra. Nossa, mano, eu odeio jumpscare. A gente tem que ir até onde estava aquela luz acendendo ali, né? Vamos cheguei aí até aquele pedaço não. Porra. É já? Ah, a visão do cara aqui. Ia falar, cadê minha lanterna, pô? Pra cá. Tem gente aqui? Puta merda, hein? Corre, 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 corre. Caramba. Acho que era pra acontecer isso mesmo, né? Tem que fazer. É. Que bizarro. Algo deu bem ruim aí, hein? Parece um ritual. Você tá maluco, velho. Que doideira. Que loucura.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car.
Aqui eu já tô no
So where's
controle
the
da
deputy?
Saga, né? Saga Anderson, que a gente começa controlando o jogo por ela. Vixe. Acho que a gente vai ter que procurar o guarda aqui, né? Vamos ver.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
I mentioned the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience
O jogo
store.
tá bem legal,
Can't
né?
miss it. Everything's been
feito, né?
closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it for them.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the
Bolinha.
clues clearly.
Saca a lanterna. Quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental.
The
Vê
mind
qual é que é
place.
essa aqui.
My version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Caraca, que
The
memória, hein?
facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que Saga analise pistas e avance na investigação. Tem ali as vítimas, né? Todas as vítimas dadas como desaparecidas em 2010, sem outros pontos em comum. O ponto em comum é, pelo menos em dois ali, grande ferimento no tórax, coração removido. Método de matar. Tem ali a parte do assassino, né? Hematomas, impulsos, corte profundo no tórax, coração ausente, todos os corpos apresentaram inchaço. Interessante. Perfil do assassino. Interessante isso aqui.
Already hard at work, Anderson.
Bora lá.
Cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am.
Sun Lake, quem lembra dele? Max Payne, hein? Puta, mano. Podia ser um jogo que deveria
Are you thinking
voltar,
of
né, cara?
retiring?
Um remake aí do
You
primeiro,
know
do
what happens
segundo,
to
né?
cops who say this is their last case.
Faz um tempo eu joguei novamente o Max Payne 3 aqui no PC, em off mesmo. Aí eu coloquei uns mods, tem um mod do John Wick, cara, que é muito da hora. O jogo fica muito maneiro.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Vamos correndo aqui, senão não chegar nunca lá.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Pra cá? Acho que é.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Want to swap? No, not Edwin. Try explaining it one more time.
Chegamos aqui. Esse deve ser o Thornton.
Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
MO, pra quem não sabe, é o modus operandi, né? A forma como o assassino se
Ritualistic.
deixa à disposição de corpos, né? Quando ele já matou antes, né? E acaba matando de novo. Tem certos vícios de comportamento, de atitudes que deixam pra trás pistas, né? Aqui, vamos ver aqui. Cena do crime em Cauldron Lake.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Continuar. Tem as perguntas aqui, né? Metas, triângulos, objetivos, investigue a cena do crime. Consegue obter pistas.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
O mesmo modo
The killer left the heart right
operandi
next to the
do
body.
outros casos ali, né? As pessoas que desapareceram em 2010. Vamos ver aqui. Uma toma indica que a vítima estava viva ao ser contida, condiz com os outros casos. Vou colocar as pistas aqui.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Vamos ver ali. Descubra mais sobre a vítima, descubra mais sobre o assassino. Vamos ver aqui.
Who is
se a
our
gente tem
victim?
mais aqui.
Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Vamos lá, colocar mais isso aqui. Mancha grande de sangue na mesa da vítima. Deixa eu ver. entrou como um assassino ali, né? Vários conjuntos de pegadas.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Fazendo umas perguntas aqui, né?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago.
Ele desapareceu em 2010 também, então.
All the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably
Será que
something
aconteceu que já
wants to
4 pessoas desapareceram naquele ano, né?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Vamos ver aqui. Quadro de casos. Aqui no caso é vítima, né?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Right.
Se tinha um tripé ali, né? Certamente eu acho que foi premeditado, né?
They planned for the murder to happen here.
Acho não, tenho certeza, até pelo jeito que os caras já estavam esperando o
They
carinha
were
lá, né?
waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Que brisa. Você pode usar o perfil dentro do lugar mental de Saga para entrar na cabeça de suspeitos e vítimas.
This mug always cheers me up.
Perfil. Pessoa desaparecida, homicídio ritual. Vamos aqui em pessoa desaparecida.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Eu acho que o ritualzinho lá deles lá deu certo, né? Que tanto eles saíram correndo quando tiraram o coração do cara, né? Libertaram alguma coisa ali muito louca, né? Certo, vamos sair aqui pra
The
ver.
lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, Let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Corre, rapaz.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from
Que
that
isso aqui?
direction. From the lake.
Ah, um mapa. Ah, isso é bom, né? Mapa de Cauldron Lake. Grande, hein? Caramba.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table.
Então acho que as outras vítimas aparentemente também vieram do lago, né? Que isso aqui? Ah, aqui pra
The
subir.
job is unfinished.
Ah não, aqui foi de onde a gente veio, né? Vamos descer.
Complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy though.
Essa árvore aqui me lembra um pedaço aqui onde eu tô passando agora em Lords of the Fallen.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Pedaço de papel no chão, rastros.
Barefoot. Nightingales? They come.
Eu ia falar alguma coisa ali,
A
acabei
page
cortando.
full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Vamos ver aqui o perfil aqui. Mapa, perfil. Tem coisa nova aqui. Dá uma olhada.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Interessante, né, pessoal? Esse esquema que eles montaram aqui o jogo, né? De pistas e você investigar. Aparentemente ela acha que o Alan tem a ver, que ela não conhece, né? Não sabe, né?
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Acho que a gente tem que vir aqui, ó, a vítima. Acho que aqui a gente vai colocar isso. Ah não, tem mais aqui, ó.
Yes.
Certo.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Pra voltar aqui, ó, por onde que é? Acho que é por aqui, né?
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called. To say he's got
Será que
a
esse legista aí não tem a
open
ver?
diamond
Festa
in
do
town.
cervo, né?
Oh, and I've got a key.
E até
to
pelo
the
tipo de
gate.
corte
It's a
ali no
shortcut
peito,
back to
né?
the
Bem
parking lot
preciso,
just up the
né?
hill.
É, um suspeito pode ser. Chave de atalho.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha aqui se tem alguma coisa pra cá, né? Tô aqui andando. Tem aparentemente umas áreas que dê pra gente andar,
Be
né?
right back.
Got it.
O que é aquilo ali? Vamos dar uma explorada aqui, né? Um código, aparentemente.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Vamos andar aqui, ver o que tem pra trás aqui. Opa.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Eles tinham isso daí também, né? Aqueles caras que estavam matando
Wonder
o
what's
cara lá.
inside.
O que será que
I
tem
should take a
dentro?
look around for a way to open this thing.
Ia ser muito óbvio se fosse isso, né? É, não faço ideia. Lavar as mãos, tirar frango da geladeira, tirar soneca. Machado aqui. Será que... Ah, a resposta está aqui dentro, né? Vamos olhar aqui. Tem mais coisas aqui.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Certo. Tirar o frango da geladeira. Opa! Ah.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
A resposta tá aqui, ó. 1, 2, 3. É, tem mais símbolos aqui. vai ter que ler aquela mensagem de novo, hein? Pra gente entender. Lave as mãos, eu lembro, né? É. Lave as mãos, tire o frango da geladeira. E a última ali, deixa eu ver. Acho que dá pra gente abrir isso aqui. Não é difícil não. Lavar as mãos, tirar frango da geladeira, tirar soneca. Lavar as mãos, acho que era esse daqui. O frango da geladeira, eu acho que era esse daqui. Tirar uma soneca, era esse aqui? Não. Devia desenhar, mas eu tô sem nada aqui do lado. É, ó, esse aqui tá certo. Tirar umas... Onde tem a cama aqui? Ah, o quarto é ali. Lavar as mãos, acho que tá certo. Boa. Já memorizei. Acho que é isso aqui, então. Aí. Munição. Isso aqui é o que? Eu nem sei como que acessa o... Ah, triângulo. Curativo. Tá bom. Valeu a graça. Vamos pra cá. O que tem aqui? Opa! Tem bastante área pra andar aqui pra gente dar uma olhada, né? A gente já sai fora daqui do rolê. Jogo assim, eu gosto de ir em tudo que é canto, o máximo que dá. Esse aqui não abre, não. Ó, tem coisas aqui. Jogo de ET, cara. Não vou ler, mas vou deixar aí na tela pra vocês. Muito texto. Que brisa, hein? OVNIs e VC. Você, né, no caso. Guia definitivo para avistar objetos voadores não identificados.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Será que é esse que a gente pegou? Aprimoramento de arma. Cadê? Páginas do manuscrito. Ah, tá.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Aprimoramento de arma. A gente tem 3 negocinhos pra poder aprimorar nossa arma.
If only the rest of the bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Precisa juntar 12. Interessante. Útil. Certo. Vou mandar aqui. Acho que não tem mais nada por aqui, né? Aqui pra subir. E o meu vício em ficar explorando os baratos. Não tem mais nada aqui. Então... Será que dá pra cortar caminho por aqui? Dá. Boa. Acho que a cena do crime tá ali na frente. A gente já vai lá encontrar o Casey. Bem intrigante esse início aqui assim. Curiosidade pra saber o que vai desenrolar daqui.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Pra lá, pra cá, o que tem aqui, será?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Primeiro jogo do Alan Wake eu ia onde dava, eu tava indo, cara. Pra explorar, pegar
A
recurso,
lunchbox
né?
again.
Aí, ó.
Who's leaving these out here?
Mais 2. Faltam 7 pra gente dar um up na arma. A gente vai ter que explorar mesmo os baratos que dá. Vamos lá, Casey.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
É, na verdade, acho que não deu tempo de
I
colocar
think I saw
nada.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Ixi. Já atiça a minha curiosidade pra explorar. Vai vir com a gente? Menos mal. Vamos por aqui, ó. O caminho é por aqui mesmo, acho.
Here we are.
Ah, o caminho é por aqui mesmo.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Bom, vamos indo lá pro carro.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing
Jogo
by the
pesado,
lodge
hein?
to get
Cê é
anything
louco.
from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi there. Just how much coffee have you
See you around.
Oh dear. You.
Good to see you.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case file sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Calder Light was passed off.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Foi aí que eles assustaram, não foi uma entidade que apareceu, nada sobrenatural. Foram eles, por isso eles se assustaram e saíram correndo também, né? Acho que eles não conseguiram nem terminar o ritual.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found them. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Vamos olhar aqui o perfil deles. O jogo ainda tá pesado, mesmo configurando. Vamos ter que lançar algum patch. Eu vou ver se tem alguma atualização para minha placa depois para esse jogo aqui. Vamos ver, seita da árvore.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Tem que falar com eles ainda. Mais alguma coisa aqui? Deixa eu...
Can't believe that happened.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Que brisa, né? Cara, essas travadinhas me irritam, viu?
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue. If you're ready to go take a look.
Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui nessa bosta de novo. Que saco.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Dear Fed. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Depois, quando possível, eu quero ver se eu consigo testar no PlayStation 5 esse jogo aqui. Foda é o preço, né?
Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take a...
Cara, que porcaria, viu? Por que tá travando isso aqui? Vamos mexer aqui. Mexer aqui um pouquinho. Botar no alto, alto, alto. Botar no médio. Médio. Pra ver se dá essa... Para de dar esses travadinhas aí. Baixar tudo aqui, cara. Ficar mais fluido, né? Senão...
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue.
Ainda tá dando umas travadinhas.
I'd like to take
Que
a closer
bosta,
look as soon as possible.
tem que ver se tem alguma atualização
Sheriff.
depois aqui pra placa de vídeo.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
FPS dá umas caidinhas,
Something
monstro.
about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. No. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message. Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was. Killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Bizarro.
No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Que porra, hein? Que porra é essa, velho?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Tem que sair correndo aqui, né?
Go.
Onde que tá a arma, mano? Agora eu esqueci. Do lado que tá. Deixa eu ir pra cá. Aqui. Então,
Vanished.
É, pessoal, isso aí. Terminamos esse capítulo aqui. E assim também a gente vai encerrar o vídeo por aqui também. Que esse lagzinho aqui, eu vou ver se tem alguma atualização pra placa de vídeo. Que me incomoda bastante essa queda de FPS aqui brusca, né? E vou ver se eu consigo montar uma outra configuração aqui pra mim conseguir jogar, porque eu gostei bastante já do jogo pelo início aqui. E é isso aí, espero que vocês tenham curtido também. Mas o jogo tá bem legal. Vamos ver o que esse diálogo vai falar pra gente aqui.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Bem louco, né? Bem
There's one of
louco.
the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Bom, pessoal, então vamos ficando por aqui. Desde já, muito obrigado. Deixe seu like. Espero que vocês tenham curtido o vídeo, embora tenha tido esses leves quedas de FPS aí, né? Durante a jogatina. Eu vou ver se eu atualizo os drivers aqui, ver se melhora. E é isso. Vou continuar jogando aqui em off, provavelmente. Como quando eu testei o início do jogo, eu não tinha nenhum problema com isso, mas eu não tava gravando vídeo, né? Tava jogando só o game direto. Então a gente deve ter dado uma pesadinha aqui em tudo, né? E eu vou ver certinho o que é isso aí, tá bom? Desde já, muito obrigado, até a próxima. No próximo vídeo eu vou trazer Lords of the Fallen, o início do jogo aí pra gente estar jogando juntos. Jogo pesado também. Mas já tô jogando mais tempo, acho que não vou ter problemas com quedas bruscas de FPS, até porque ele teve bastante update já, né? Desde já, muito obrigado, até a próxima e valeu!